Hello. Today I'd like to do a review of the Vivosun 800 gallon per hour submersible water pump. It's 25 watts. It says 3,000 liters per hour. It's a cheap little pump on Amazon. You can get these for about $19 a piece now. I've got two of them. I've got one for this little freshwater tank that I've got here, and I'm just going to kind of show how it works. And then I just got another one for the saltwater tank, so I'll do a review for that one here a bit later. So, and primarily, I know it seems overkill for the 10 gallon. What was going on was it just got to the point where hauling a 5 gallon bucket of treated water, and because of the height, it's kind of goofy. It was just, quite honestly, it was just kind of a pain. So what I did is I went ahead and I've got the pump here in the bucket, the refill bucket, and I just got some 1/2-inch tubing because it has multiple adapters. It has one for a 1/2 inch, I think it's got one for a 3/8, and one other size that I'm not sure of. But I just went with the 1/2-inch tubing because it was easy to find it for cheap on Amazon. So anyways, yeah, I just add the 1/2-inch adapter, you put the hose over it. You have to order the hose separately, of course, and just cut it to size that you need. And this has got plenty. I believe it or not, yes, I did cut this thing in half already, so it's a pretty long hose. But yeah, just to kind of make the water change process easier. And it is a good, strong pump. It flows pretty quickly. For a smaller tank like this, I recommend diverting the hose a little bit. What I'm going to try here now, this is a new one for me, is just kind of wedging it behind the filter to try and disperse the water just a little bit. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and turn it on now, and just so you can kind of see how it works as far as a refill. Now obviously once it gets down to that certain point there, then I will have to manually lift the bucket, but of course at that point it's a lot lighter. The good news is that the suction cups on the bottom of these are really strong, so I've never had an issue with it popping loose or anything like that. It just stays on the bottom of the bucket and doesn't move. So once you put it in place and get a good suction going. So anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and flip it on and show you what it does. Okay, so as you can see, that is strong flow. Yeah, I'm actually going to adjust it there. So trying to push it out a little bit. One of the other reasons that I'm doing this is because the problem I'd have with a 5 gallon bucket when I try and push it up and over the rim of the tank is I would end up with a bunch of it that would just dump straight into the tank. And if you had any fish there, it could seriously cause some injury to them. As a point of fact, I actually ended up injuring my Japanese swordtail a little bit. So, anyways, so this is what we're looking at in terms of the job that this pump does, and you can see it's going down pretty quickly here. And you just listen for the sound of it. When you hear that it's starting to, suck air a little bit, then you just quickly turn it off, and no big deal. So you can see how fast that goes. So on a tank this small, it will refill very quickly. This is only a 10 gallon tank once again. So there it goes. So anyways, that is, I just went ahead and just topped it up manually. It's kind of hard for me to, hold the camera and show you how that's done. And quite frankly, it's pretty simple. You just dump the rest of the bucket in. And once again, the pump there is firmly seated there. It didn't move at all. So worked great. And the water change is done. And that's all I've got. Thanks for watching.